Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhakti Abe Surya. To begin with, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. The President says all citizens should perform their duties irrespective of party loyalties for the future of the nation. Mahinda Rajapaksa resigns from the post of Prime Minister. The UNP General Secretary says Ranil Wickremesinghe will take oaths as Prime Minister tomorrow. MP Rohit Abegunawardena says SLFP and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna are prepared to launch a joint political journey for the future of the country. Parliamentarian Vajira Abewardena points out the whole world has recognized the independence of the judiciary. In news from overseas, Australia formally recognizes West Jerusalem as capital of Israel. Now for the news in detail. First up in local news, President Maithripala Sirisena says that all citizens should commit themselves to perform their duties irrespective of party loyalties for the future of the nation. The President said this while attending the 93rd Passing Out Parade of the Diyathalawa Military Training Academy. The President, who arrived at the Diyathalawa Military Training Academy, was warmly welcomed. The President paid floral tribute to the war memorial at the premises. Thereafter, he inspected the march past of the cadet officers. The President presented the championship flag to the best cadet platoon and swords to the cadet officers. 234 male and female cadets who completed their training at Diyathalawa Military Training Academy passed out today. The new auditorium, built as a gift of the Chinese government symbolizing the friendship between Sri Lanka Army and the Chinese People's Liberation Army for over decades, was opened by the President. The auditorium, with a seating capacity of 750 seats, is equipped with all facilities. 2,752 million rupees has been spent to build the auditorium. Chinese ambassador in Sri Lanka, Wen Chuan, handed over the auditorium officially to Sri Lanka. Heads of security forces and a distinguished gathering were present on the occasion. Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa resigned today from the post of Prime Minister. Thereafter, he made a special statement before the parliamentarians of the joint opposition and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa signed the letter of resignation from the post of Prime Minister this morning at his official residence on Vijayarama in Colombo. The Mahasangha chanted Set Pirit and invoked blessings on him for his future activities. Clergy from other religions were also present on the occasion and invoked blessings on him. The official vehicles that were given during his tenure as the Prime Minister were handed over. Meanwhile, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa made a special statement this afternoon from his official residence on Vijayarama. In his speech, Mr. Rajapaksa said he had no intention of remaining as Prime Minister without a general election being held, and in order not to hamper the President in any way, he would resign from the position of Prime Minister and make way for the President to form a new government. Mr. Rajapaksa said that when he was sworn in as Prime Minister on the 26th of October, a feeling of optimism swept through the country. The change of government that the people expected had to be put off. But the people will definitely get the change they desire. He said that the coming together of the joint opposition and the SLFP group that was in the government has now created a power bloc that commands around 54% of the vote base. He said votes of their allied political parties in the north and east and the hill country have to be added to this. He further said their main aim in the immediate future will be to hold the provincial council elections, which have already been delayed by more than 1 year and 3 months. Public representatives of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, and party activists were present on the occasion. Leaders of various political parties and representatives who support Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa were also present on the occasion. The United National Party parliamentarians say that Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe will take oaths as the Prime Minister tomorrow. They said this during a media briefing at the Temple Trees today. The United National Party General Secretary Akila Viraj Karyavasam said that they hope to set up a United National Front government. He said that one group left but the others are remaining. At present, discussions have been held about 30 ministerial portfolios, but it can be changed with the approval of the Parliament. He said that the President has agreed to swear in Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe as the Prime Minister tomorrow and thereafter to appoint the cabinet. He further said that they would hold an election soon and next year will be an election year. Parliamentarian Rohita Abegunawardena says Sri Lanka Freedom Party and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna are prepared to launch a joint political journey for the future of the country. He said this during a media briefing in Colombo today. MP Rohita Abegunawardena said that Sri Lanka Freedom Party will work while keeping their identity, and they will also work while keeping their identity as Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. But he said that he would join together for future of the country. Parliamentarian Vajira Abewardena points out the whole world has recognized the independence of the judiciary in the country. He said this to the media following a function in Galle Town. MP Vajira Abewardena said that although the executive and legislature were having problems, the world has recognized the independence of the judiciary in the country. He said that the world would help to pull out the country from the recent events that took place.
සාමය ප්‍රකාශ කිරීමේ කරුණ හැර අනිත් සියලු කාරණා සම්බන්ධයෙන් ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨාධිකරණයට විමර්ශනය කිරීමේ අයිතිය ලබා දීලා තිබෙනවා. මේ වෙලාවේ රටේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම විදායක
The Water Supply and Drainage Board says that there will be an interruption to the water supply from midnight today until 6 p.m. tomorrow. The Water Board said that water supply will be interrupted due to road development activities in some areas. Accordingly, the water supply will be interrupted in Muragasmulla, Rajagiriya, Atulkote, Obesekarapura, Bandarnayakapura, Navala and Koswat areas for 18 hours. Parliamentarian Nalin Bandara expressed his views about the future activities of the United National Party during a media briefing in Colombo today. MP Nalin Bandara said that they have candidates suitable for any occasion. He said that therefore they are not afraid to face elections in the future. He further said that they would welcome people joining individually but not as parties or groups. He said that they hope to set up the United National Party government and those who joining should obtain the membership of the UNP. He added that they oppose the Sri Lanka Freedom Party joining them as a party. He pointed out due to the lack of time, they may have to present a mini budget and them to present a proper one within 1.5 months' time.
ඒ නයත් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ එක්සත් ජාතිපක්ෂ සමාජිකත්වයේ ගත යුතුයි කියලා ඒක තමයි අපේ ස්ථාවරය. අපි කියන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ
The first budget of the Ratnapura Municipal Council, which is under the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, was passed by a majority of votes. 24 out of 25 municipal councillors of the Ratnapura Municipal Council have voted for the budget. The vote was taken by name. The JVP councillor was not present and all the other councillors have voted in favour of the budget. The budget with more than 100 million rupees will be recorded in the history as the biggest budget of the Ratnapura Municipal Council. The Ratnapura Municipal Council is constituted with 12 Podujana Peramuna municipal councillors, 2 SLFP councillors and 1 JVP councillor. Police have arrested 15 suspects for mining artifacts at Pera Valley, Punchipukal Forest Reserve in Valachane. Another 10 people have been arrested from Alpitia and Atimale area for the same offence. Police said the suspects are between the ages of 19 and 75. They are residents of Matale, Gokarella, Madirigiriya, Kagalla and Sidua. Valachane police are conducting further investigations. Meanwhile, people in the area and the Gramaniladari have handed over 2 suspects to police for mining artifacts at Alpitia, Maguru Katua, Kotagala forest reserves. The suspects are residents of Alpitia and they are between the ages of 30 to 44 years. Alpitia police are conducting further investigations into the incident. Police have arrested another 8 persons from Atimale, Bogasyaya area for mining artifacts. The suspects are residents of Atimale, Ambilipitia, Gale Bindunuwava. Police have seized some equipment used for the mining. Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau have arrested 2 suspects with heroin valuing more than 12.1 million rupees. The suspects have been arrested while transporting heroin in a 3-wheeler on the Nugegoda Pagoda road. Police have seized more than 1 kilogram of heroin from the possession of the suspects. The suspects, who are in the ages of 25 and 34, are residents of Devala. Another program of the series of educational programs to prevent train accidents took place in Anuradhapura. 337 individuals have met with train accidents this year. Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Sisira Kodagoda, said that 177 of them died. The inauguration program took place at the Narayanpeta railway station. The 8th program of the series was held at the Anuradhapura main railway station. With that, we wrap up our today's edition of Prime TV News. For details of these stories and for more, you can log on to our website www.itnnews.lk. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now and have a pleasant evening.